Yeah, he enjoys it, and he seems to like want you to enjoy it too.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, that went amazing. He's like, come on, let's get some deep breaths. You're doing fantastic.
Yeah. In between rounds with Michael Bisping, it was a 5-round fight. He comes in and tells me a joke. He told me like a knock joke, and then why a chicken crossed the road joke. And I was sitting there, and there's a picture of me like quizzically looking at him. I'm like, I'm gonna kill you after this. Like, what are you doing? And he just wanted me to relax. He just wanted me to breathe, because I was doing everything I was supposed to be doing, and I just needed to,
He just thought you were too tense?
Yeah, apparently.
Huh.
Yeah. What a dick. Playing mind games in the middle of a fight.
Well, you have 1 minute to figure out what to do, what to say to a guy who just was
some
throwing
people have 1
bombs
minute
for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people have a little more. Do you know that I discussed that yesterday with Big John? I had Big John on the podcast yesterday. We fucked up, and he forgot to talk about it during the podcast, but after the podcast, he explained what happened. He says that it was the UFC cutman's fault because he left a giant glob of Vaseline on Yoel's eye. He didn't want to touch it because he felt like if he touched it, it could open the cut up again.
Yeah.
He called I guess it was the guy's name, Tate. He tried to call and get the guy to come back in. The guy wouldn't come back in. So the cornerman tried to come in. He said, no. He's like, you got to bring the cutman back. And then he wound up doing it by himself.
It was the perfect storm.
He said he fucked up. He said Yoel was definitely playing it off. And he said, but if he had to do it differently, he would have, A, made Yoel stand up, and B, he would have made sure that fucking cutman didn't leave the cage with that big glob of Vaseline on that.
I was just talking crap.
Oh,
I wasn't actually complaining.
To talk crap about.
Yeah, it was.
But that was a giant issue. It was a 30-second issue for a guy who was really wobbled at the end of the second round.
Yeah, and my route to the title.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Yeah, it was a bummer, but it was the perfect storm, and now he's fighting for the title. So, hopefully he represents Cuba well.
He's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Yeah, he really is, right?
Yeah. Specimen.
Yeah, I mean, when, like, there's so much going on there. It's like there's the years of training in that crazy Cuba Olympic program. There's phenomenal genetics.
Yeah.
There's experience in competing. There's so much going on there with that guy.
Layers and layers and layers of the highest level of competition, mixed in with a life that I think has been very complementary to a mindset of an athlete. He has pretty much been shaped most of his life to be a highest level athlete. Tricky part is, man, Whitaker's good.
Whitaker's very good. Whitaker's very good. He's very good and very young. And Whitaker, you got to remember, had his knee blown out in the first round. He got his knee hyperextended, tore his MCL pretty badly in the first round, and still was able to stuff takedowns on arguably the best wrestler who's ever fought in MMA.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive shit. That's a great fight. That's a couple weeks from now.